Graeter's birthday cake. All right, so I'm a little late to the party with this one, I will admit. But as you can see here, 150th birthday. They've been making ice cream since 1870. Yeah, no, if you do that math, it doesn't add up right now because this was released last summer, summer of 2020, for their 150th birthday. It says here, since 1870. We have been making ice cream 2.5 gallons at a time in our unique French pot freezers. The whole French pot ice cream, it's a very unique thing. I don't have time. I mean, do have time, but I would ramble and y'all don't want to hear that. I'll get carried away as usual. Google it. It's a pretty cool process. And what might make you Google it even further is the way they make this ice cream. It's impossible to use swirls. So check it out on your own time. But, so 5 generations later, 5 generations of ice cream making, our passion and process remain stubbornly the same. What are we working with in this birthday cake pint? A celebratory blend of cake pieces and sprinkles in cake batter ice cream. And you can see, as we dig right in, I don't have a mouse in my pocket. It's just me. I know you guys wish you could dig in, but you can't. It's a yellowish tint. If y'all familiar with Bluebell's crazy cookie dough, that's a popular flavor for many people. It's not quite as yellow as that, but it's yellow. Now, Graeter's always, and I'm pretty confident in saying that, always, 99% of the time, absolutely delivers on a base. It's one of those brands, you know what you're getting when you buy the pint. Fun fact, I actually went to a Graeter scoop shop for the first time in my life this past weekend. And that's where I got this pint. It was the only flavor I hadn't scooped, so I was like, yeah, I'll pick it up, take it home. So, cool experience. Everybody should do it once in their life. Nonetheless, moving on. Basically, you know what you're getting with Graeter's. They deliver on the quality, the base, the texture, the creaminess. It's premium. It's some of the best every single time. Now, hear me out on this flavor. I don't know the best way to say this. Cake batter, yes, it tastes exactly like cake batter. I know y'all all have had that. It's here's the thing though. It's not as sweet as you might expect. Yes, it's sweet, don't get me wrong. But birthday cake batter, ice creams tend to be overly sweet. This one kind of sits back. I'm impressed because I actually don't like, believe it or not, overly sweet ice creams. I think this has a nice touch to it, but it's creamy, it's even a little buttery, and the richness is there. As far as calling it a cake batter base, I think they nailed it without going overboard on the sweetness too, which is it's a job well done. Well, I'm digging for cake chunks. This isn't good, Graeter's, but I guess while I keep digging, we'll talk about the sprinkles. Just like that 99% number I gave you with the base, sprinkles, 99% of the time, are for visual purposes, for the looks, the aesthetics. And it's the same here. There's blue, there's green, and there's orange. I don't know if you can see any green. Yeah, there's a few green in there. I don't know if y'all can see them. They're for looks, and they do have a nice crunch though, like a crispy crunch. Not overly hard by any means, and these are thicker than usual. I don't mind these one bit. They obviously serve their purpose well. This is not good, guys. I'm struggling to find some cake pieces, but I'm hoping you can see a few here. Let's see. Right there, and I think there's one. There's one up here at the top too. So I know it's tough to see. But you get the point. They are lacking. And when I do come across some, pretty small. So some good is, you see one right here. Some good, for being as small as they are, they're fairly dense, and they have a thick, moist chew to them. It is like eating a a piece of good birthday cake. But because they're so small, because they're lacking, obviously no flavor to them at all. Here, I finally dug one up for you to see. You can tell they're pretty small. And you can't see a lot of them unless you're eating it direct, you know, like I am. It's hard to see on camera, basically, because they blend right into the base. But let's wrap this up. If you call this, well, just notice 1120 calories for a birthday cake. I mean, that just goes to show you how dense their base is. Like, super creamy base. Anyways, yes, that's a pro for the pint. Same with the cake batter. Great cake batter flavor. Nailed it. And it's not overly sweet, which is a huge plus for me. Sprinkles are sprinkles. Anybody can pull those off. Where this falls greatly is a birthday cake. Like, if you're going to call this a birthday cake pint, I mean, I get the cake batter base, but if you're gonna call this birthday cake pint, I need some cake chunks, more than it was in here. And Graeter's is known for their massive, literally massive chunks. So the fact that they're severely lacking is a big disappointment. Despite that disappointment, it does have a good flavor. I just need my birthday cake. Graeter's birthday cake gets a 6.5 out of 10.